What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Frill Shocker, the 96 Hedgehog here with the PSBA draft recap, guys. And I know what you're thinking, Friller, you told us you made the semifinals. Where's the semifinals? I am sorry, guys. I'm not uploading it. My opponent brought 4 Mons with Toxic. He felt like he couldn't beat my team, so he needed to Toxic stall my team, with having almost all of his Mons carry Toxic. I got burned. He landed every single attack in the Toxics except for one. And he got a max roll on my Urshifu on turn 1 to kill it. A max roll. I was very frustrated. I'm still frustrated right now. So, I've always had this incentive. Never upload something you're going to hate. Because you'll just look back more at it and you'll just get angry and angry. You'll see people see your salt. And then people are going to say, like, you're acting like a baby and stuff like that. I'm fine uploading a video where I get bodied, but it's because someone had great tech and beat me with just amazing prep. Like, if Naley had beat me in week 3 of WC, which is already uploaded, by the way, so if anybody check that out, go ahead. He had a Rocky helmet, Banana Feed with Rain Dance Rest. That was a phenomenal tech bring on his end right there. And it was funny, was I called that set right as I saw Rocky helmet, which still, I mean, with a phenomenal set, really great prep on Naley's end. The Salak Acro set with his Zero was also phenomenal. Really great prep on his end. But, yeah. But we're not going to talk about that. We're basically getting to the point, like, I like uploading a loss if it's truly cool tech or I really just messed up. Because I've uploaded battles where I have choked and lost because I choked. And those I have no problem uploading because I need to know that I reflect on that decision. And I'm going to learn from that decision. So, I'm not going to upload Toxic Stall. I'm not going to upload a battle I just hate and felt like it was just not a good game or good battle at all. But, hey, and you know what? We went on a 5-game win streak, though, and that's my highlight of the season. We went from 1-3 to 6 and 3. Yeah, wait. No. Yeah, I'm right. 6 and 3. I'm pretty sure it's 6 and 3. Yeah, we went 6 and 3 to end the season, which, you know what? That's one of my best career endings right there, especially on a 5-game win streak, back-to-back. When we had some of the toughest opponents as well. We had so many tough matches near the end of the season. We had to face the last season's champion, and we 5-0'd him with pretty much Rillaboom, which ended up being, spoilers, our kill leader of the team with 9 kills, which was pretty awesome for a Rillaboom. But we're going to go ahead and get into this. So, some of these mons I'll talk a little bit about. Some of them I want to talk a little long about. So let's just go ahead and get into this, guys. If you guys are hyped for it, though, and you enjoyed the entire season of PSBA, hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to join the Twitter crew today because you can really with the king of the crew. So, real quick, we're not going to talk about Frostmoth. I didn't even use this thing once, so we're not going to have Zarude. I only brought to 1 game, and I don't want to give up on Zarude. I honestly think, first off, Zarude is a fantastic design Pokemon. I think there's great potential with Zarude. I just think it needs to be put on the right team comp, the right setting, and stuff like that. And for me, this was kind of a Pokemon that I just wanted to have because of thumbnails, and not really thumbnails, I'm just kidding. But it was a Pokemon, and I really do want to try Zarude. If Zarude is allowed in any type of league, I want to give it a try. Even though, yes, it's got some massive weaknesses, and it needs a lot of help and synergy and stuff like that, I honestly think Zarude is a very great Pokemon, and I really want to give it a shot. Looking at the next 3, the bottom 3 that just couldn't make it to the top 9, or I guess the top 10, I guess. So, in 13th, we're going to have Mr. Rhyme here. He only came to 1 game. He got 2 kills just because we got pretty much lucky and just got a lot of things. But Rhyme, I've drafted only a few times. I've not gotten much success with Rhyme, except when I get crits on me and stuff like that with it. So, I don't know. I might want to try Rhyme one more time, see if I can make some magic happen. If not, I don't really know what I'm doing. Galarian Slowbro. First time ever using this thing. I honestly think this thing wasn't terrible. It only came to a few games and it died every single game. It would have won me week 2 because I just realized after like a few weeks or months back, I realized how I could have won my week 2 game if I had just saved my Slowbro, going Regenerate and Regenerate out. I could have lived in Acro and I would have killed with Psychic. I could have won that week 2 game, so I could have been 2-0, or I guess 3-0 since we won the week 3 game as well. So we could have had a really strong start. But, you know, it's on me. But Galarian Slowbro, it's definitely something I want to try again. I definitely want to get some little fancy little tricks with quick draw. I did rely on Regenerator a little bit because Regenerator is a better ability, but I want to try some things with quick draw and see if it can work for me. Heatran. First time ever using Heatran, it was okay. You know, I always said I'd never drafted Heatran, but I wanted to try Heatran. Heatran was not that bad of a disappointment. It came to only 2 games. One game, it didn't get to show off its tech, which is really unsettling. The second time, it did come in the clutch. It Toxic to Gyarados, it beat a Gastrodon. Like, there was a lot of good things, and maybe it's a sign I should try Heatran. Maybe give it a chance. So, definitely look forward. If there's anything out there, I may give Heatran a chance. Runerigus never disappoints, man. It came in the clutch in the end right there with a Trick Room and like its nature. Be able to pick up the wins and just go from there. That thing just put in so much work for the team, and I was really, really happy with it. Runerigus is still 1.1 I would love to draft again. It's just so good. I love this thing so much. It's one of my favorite Gen 8 mons. Mew, my first, I think, full league doing Mew. Mew was interesting. I think I'm still one of those players that knows how to handle the Mew, but still can struggle with Mew. Like, with my last season, I went with a Stored Power Mew set versus Ryan in the semifinals, and I did make a bit of a mess up by not running speed on this thing, not running properly a good reliable recovery move or heal bell, which I was really thinking about before switching, but I didn't switch it, and I should have probably so. But nonetheless, I think Mew is really good. It is one of those mons you have to struggle to build correctly with to face against teams, but honestly, I think Mew is very, very good. I really do want to give Mew one more go, just to see if I can make Mew something I know I can build around and work with. Because Mew can do anything. It's an infinite Pokemon. So. Vicabolt's a shocker for, I think, a lot of you, and that was not meant to be a pun since he's an electric type. Vicabolt really picked up the season, man. Picked up a good couple of KOs, came in clutch with some games. It was really, really good. It's definitely a Pokemon I have not used a lot of, and I really do want to use again. Because getting Singular Generation is really huge on this thing. The agility sets, offensive sets, good relatively defensive sets as well. I definitely think Vicabolt is a Pokemon I really want to try maybe 1 or 2 more times and see if it's a Pokemon for me. But I personally think Vicabolt was great this season, and I think it put in a lot of work. Now the top 6, and we're going to start off with the man who just barely missed top 5, and that's Urshifu. I still think Urshifu, Rapid Strike, in my opinion, from an offensive typing, I think is a little bit better. Because I do agree Fighting Dark is very hard to switch into the game. But we have a crit move, Surging Strikes, which does pretty much more than Wicked Blow does, I'm pretty sure, or about the same. You have a good water fighting type, which is very, very hard to find really good water fighting types. You get like things like Keldeo and stuff like that, and Poliwrath. There's very limited fighting water types. This thing also has limited weaknesses to where it can benefit from. Like, it's not a massive fairy weak monster like the Urshifu is. It's not I mean, it does gain access to electric, and then, yes, the Urshifu, the other one, has a little less weaknesses to worry about. But still, I think Urshifu Rapid Strike is probably one of my favorites. I do want to try Single Strike and see if it's better than a Rapid Strike. But for right now, I think Rapid Strike is my personal favorite. And I think I did really good for my first time using it, so I was really proud of it. Primarina, I don't need to say much about Primarina. It just did what it did. It went in, it clicked buttons. It was really, really great. I really enjoyed using Primarina after a really good, long hiatus from not using it for a long time. So, very much happy. Xcloud, biggest shocker. I know you see me in other leagues, but this was the first league I actually drafted Xcloud in. I know I drafted in G8, no, not G8, RGBL, but that was my second time. This was the first league that had Xcloud, if you all remember. And I cannot believe how big this thing popped off. Although, for a good long time of the season, it was on the kill leaderboard for the top 10. I'm not joking. This thing was great. I really pulled up some good text with soundproof against mono in that Week 2 game with the soundproof. This thing was just so damn good, and I really have been enjoying Xcloud. And this is definitely one of my recommended normal types I want to draft again if I really want to. Mega Aerodactyl could have put in so much work Week 1 if I was not stupid and remembered to change its form when you're in the damage calc. So that's what happens when you do the custom battles and stuff like that. But other than that, I think Mega Aerodactyl has been another Mega I've used. I think it's definitely still been really good. I want to try it one more time because the Dragon didn't stand up and everything like that. Hydreigon. First time using Hydreigon in a draft league from a full team. Didn't come except for a few games at the end, but in the end, it popped off. It was fantastic. Loved it to death. Really want to draft again. G-Max Rillaboom, another one I want to draft again. This thing was phenomenal. It was great. Grassy Surge is great as well. But that's going to be for the recap, guys. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next one, guys. Bye!